Utah ranks as the happiest state in America, but also ranks #1 in antidepressant use. 11 News reporter Andy Mathis is live in the newsroom. Andy, how does depression affect people here in Utah?
Well, it can vary, but most people say it's like feeling a complete loss of motivation or interest to do anything. Many Utah therapists and counselors also say it can lead to extreme apathy, a lack of appetite, and an increased desire to sleep.
Orem native JD Goetz knows firsthand what it's like to feel a complete loss of hope. He says living with depression controlled his life. He says he's in a more stable place now, but when feeling really down, it's still hard to connect with others.
No one actually gets what's going on right now. And no matter how hard they try, they won't. So I will be alone.
Goetz says he's been able to work through much of his depression with medication, music, and exercise. Those helpful hobbies work for him, but some counselors warn that what helps one person won't necessarily work for another, and coping mechanisms vary based on the cause of depression. Tyler Lefevre is a counselor at BYU and says it's hard to narrow down exactly why Utah has such high rates of depression, but says most counselors have a general idea.
Including perfectionism, and with perfectionism there's an emotional disconnectedness, a need to present oneself as if one doesn't have problems, which gets in the way of connecting with other people.
Researchers at the University of Utah found that higher altitudes, like those in the Beehive State, can also contribute to high rates of depression and suicide.
The Utah Department of Health also recently released a study showing a high correlation between those who have asthma and those who are depressed.
That's really interesting. So, Andy, what resources are available to those suffering from depression?
Antidepressants can help stabilize a person, but therapists say learning coping skills through counseling will help more in the long term.
Awesome. Thanks, Andy.